Today I'm showing you 2 ways that you can use AI to build brand questionnaires like this one. So in the first method, you'll be starting from scratch. So you don't really have a brand questionnaire yet. And in the second method, you have something in Google Forms, but you want to enhance it, make it prettier, or just make it more functional. So diving into the first method, you'll be heading on over to Weavly.ai. It's an AI-powered form builder. And under their free AI mini tools, you'll be seeing this branding questionnaire. You can also just search right here if you can't find it. And essentially, this is a dedicated version only for branding questionnaires. So you can just describe what you need in here. Or there's also a bunch of pre-made prompts that will sort of speed up the process or give you an idea of how you should prompt this thing to get a decent brand identity questionnaire, for example. So let's go with brand identity. You just simply press generate form. And what this is going to do is it's going to automatically generate you a completely functional form, which gathers all the information that you need for your brand identity. Of course, as you would expect from generational AI tools, you can just type in here to change the form to match your specific needs. So you see it came up with visuals, missions and values, target audience. So these might be the things that you would want to ask in a brand questionnaire, but if you want to add something, you can either do it manually or you can just ask AI to add something. So for example, you could say, add a file upload for a pre-existing logo, for example. And there you go, it added a file upload element so that your client can upload their pre-existing logo so you get a better idea of what their current brand looks like, for example. So once you're happy with the results, you go ahead and hit the publish button and you will get a URL that you can share with your client. Of course, there's a whole bunch of other share settings that you can use. So you can brand your form, you can password protect it. You could even print it out as a QR code, send it out as a QR code. And then, of course, your client will just load this in and they will be able to fill out whatever information that you want them to fill out. You have functional file uploads that you can use, you name it. All of that data will be available within the results tab inside of Weavly itself. So you get an overview of whatever your client answers. But if you prefer to have that data in another system, so let's say you want it in Google Sheets, you can just simply set up integrations. There's also a bunch of automation tools. So if you want to have N8N, Make, or Zapier, then automatically send out emails and that sort of stuff. You can all do it through integrations, although of course there are some basic notifications that you can just toggle within Weavly itself to get a confirmation, for example, email to your client, or to get a submission email to yourself. Every time somebody fills this in, you get an email saying, hey, one of your clients just filled in your branding questionnaire. Here's an overview of what they answered. So this is the first method. You're starting from scratch. You're building out your branding questionnaire. The second method, which we're going to tackle now, is you have something in Google Forms, but let's be honest, Google Forms isn't the best when you're doing branding and you want something a bit more customized. So let's dive into that one. So for this, we're going to head on over back to Weavly.ai and we're going to press start for free. So this will lead us to the Weavly editor where we can actually import a Google form. You'll need to set up your Google account first. So it's just a single sign-on process. And then once you're in there, you can paste the Google Forms editor URL and it would import that into Weavly.ai, after which you can enhance it. So in our example, we have a standard party invite. We will use the Google Forms URL. So that's the one that is at the top of the bar, right? So not the one that you use to actually get responses to your Google form, but the one at the top of your browser navigation. So you go ahead and copy paste that one and then simply enter it into Weavly.ai. And then when you press import, it's going to import all of the questions that you had from your Google form, after which you can start tailoring and customizing it. So for example, we could say, make the form visual something party-like. So you could either change the questions that you have, or you could change the theme with AI as well. So as you can see, it came up with something a lot more colorful and it added some balloons at the top of our form. So it actually looks more like a party invite. And we could then use all of the power of Weavly. So we could add conditional logic, so only showing a specific question if somebody typed in a specific answer, that sort of stuff. There's plenty of other tutorials on this channel about what you can all do with Weavly.ai.